we all know that the construction industry is experiencing a significant growth these days, especially in the infrastructure area, the real estate area, and all. So, what has happened is that there is a high demand for skilled professionals in this area. So, this demand combined with the advanced skills that one would have from a course, a degree like MBA, will definitely translate to an excellent career growth as well as salary potential. So that is why IGNOU has now launched an MBA in construction management starting June 2024. So this is a course that offers future prospects with opportunities in various roles like project manager or construction manager or risk manager for learners who are enrolling in the same. So since July 2024 session, actually, this program is being offered by IGNOU through their online distance learning or ODL mode from IGNOU. And the medium of instruction of this course is in English. Hey, if you're enjoying this session, take a quick moment to subscribe to Anu's Classroom and turn on notifications so you will never miss an update. Your likes, shares, and even a super thanks or sticker are little boosts of encouragement that help me keep creating and growing this channel. You got any questions, ideas, or suggestions? Drop them in the comments. I love hearing from you and I'm always here to help however I can. Now let's head back. So now the question comes whether you are eligible for MBA in construction management or not. If you are, let's say, someone who possesses maybe a BSc or a BE, that is Bachelor's in Engineering or Bachelor's in Technology degree, basically at least a minimum of a 3-year degree with 50% marks, or if you belong to the any of the reserved categories, then at least if you have gained 45% marks in your undergraduate program, then congratulations, yes, you are eligible for pursuing MBA in construction management. Now, coming to the duration of this whole program, it is a 2-year, 4-semester MBA program under IGNOU with the specialization as construction management. The maximum time that you can take to complete this course is 48 months or 4 years from the date of joining. So, this means that if someone, say, has joined for MBA in construction management in July 2024 batch, then the last time you will be allowed to register for and appear for exams will be with the July 2028 batch. Within that, you have to complete it. So, if within that time, within that 48 months of time, if you are able to clear all the papers, then you will definitely get the certificate. Now, the main objectives of such a program, this MBA in construction management program, is to define and understand the concept of business management, develop knowledge and understanding of how to become a good manager, keeping in mind the present need and demand of the corporations, and also to develop financial management skills for effective managing in any organization, and also develop the skills to manage the construction projects effectively, because this is a construction management MBA in semester 1. So we said there are 4 semesters. In semester 1, you will be studying subjects like MMPC 1, that is management functions and organizational processes, MMPC 2, Human Resource Management, MMPC 3, Business Environment, MMPC 4, Accounting for Managers, MMPC 5, Quantitative Analysis for Managerial Applications, MMPC 6, Marketing Management, and MMPC 7, Business Communication. Each of these 7 papers are worth 4 credits each. Okay, and these subjects are common for all the specializations. So you are in construction management, but in the semester 1 topics, these courses, you will see that other specializations, whether it may be HR, marketing, finance, banking, whatever it is, they also have the same subject and the same syllabus in semester 1 as well as in semester 2. The main distinction or the electives per se will come up from the semester 3 onwards. Even then, there will be few common subjects there also. Coming to semester 2, you will be learning things like information systems for manager, like that is MMPC 8, or MMPC 9, management of machines and materials, MMPC 10, which is managerial economics, MMPC 11, social processes and behavioral issues, MMPC 12, that is strategic management, and MMPC 13, or business laws, and MMPC 14, financial management. Again, 7 subjects are there in semester 2 also. Each of those have 4 credits. And this is also, all these subjects are also common subjects. Whether whatever be your specialization, all these subjects, first semester and second semester, is common. Okay, so that means basically the first year, doesn't matter your specialization, you all will be studying the same subjects with the same syllabus in it. Okay, coming to semester 3, this is where things get a little bit different. Here you will be studying MMPC 15 and 16 like all the other people or all the other MBA students of IGNOU. But additionally, you will be also learning MMP N1, that is construction management, MMP N3, planning and construction of buildings, MMP L1 or principles of engineering management and economics, and MMP L2, inventory and stores management. And along with it, you will also be required to complete a project course. Now you see this project course is equivalent to 2 courses. So unlike all the other subjects which have 4 credit, this project course holds 8 credits. Every MBA student in their third semester will be required to undergo this project course, but the whatever you do in that project will vary depending on the specialization. Like for example, if you are a marketing student, your project will be related to marketing. You guys have taken construction management, so your project will be in that field. Okay, so that is the only difference, and this is very, very important. Coming to the fourth semester, here you will be learning 4 common subjects. Sorry, here you have 3 common subjects with the others. That is MMPC 18, Entrepreneurship, MMPC 19, Total Quality Management, and MMPC 20, that is Business Ethics and CSR. And then you will have 4 topics which are for construction management alone. That is MMPN 2, Construction Management Part 2, MMPN 4, Operation and Maintenance of Construction Equipment, MMPN 5, Construction Work Supervision, and MMPN 6, Repair and Maintenance of Building. Apart from this, in semester 4, you are also required to submit your project report. So in semester 3, though you have the project course, you don't have to complete your project work in semester 3 itself. Okay, what you will need to do in your semester 3 is you need to create a synopsis for your project and submit the synopsis and get it approved before your third semester completes. And whatever is the approved synopsis, that research work you have to undertake, and you have to create the project report and submit that project report in fourth semester. Okay, so that is how it happens. Apart from that project report, you have to study and write exams for these 7 subjects as well. Each of these subjects have 4 credits. So when you combine or when you sum up all the credits, you will see that throughout this 4 semesters, you will be studying or you will be getting a total of 116 credits. Okay, now there are typically a few dates that every MBA student have to be aware of. Okay, so first is the assignment submission timeline. When should you submit your assignments? If you have entered MBA along with the July batch, or you are the summer session, then you have your assignment submission usually falls by the end of October. But if you belong to the January batch or the winter batch, then you will be submitting your assignments by the end of April. So depending on when your semester started, whether it was in July or in January, you have to submit an assignment. And you have to write the assignment for every course subject. So we saw, right, every semester has 7 subjects. Each of that subject you will have to write the assignment and submit it. If you are in the July session, by the end of October, and if you are belonging to the January section, then by the end of April. Similarly, in your third and fourth semesters, you will have to also submit your project as a synopsis and project report. So in the third semester, you will be submitting your project synopsis, and in the fourth semester you will be submitting your project report. So when should you submit this synopsis or this report? Say your third semester started in July, then ideally you should be submitting your synopsis by the end of November. This is because if you submit it by the end of November, you will have ample time to for the university to get through your syllabus, sorry, so through your synopsis, approve it, or maybe sometimes even give it back to you with corrections, so you can do the corrections and submit it. So all these things will happen, and by your before your fourth semester starts, hopefully your synopsis will be approved and you can start your project work. Without approval of synopsis, you cannot start your report, because if your synopsis is not approved, then you cannot submit that project report. So there is no point of going ahead and doing your research without approval of synopsis. So that is why. Okay, so say by the end of November you submitted your synopsis in your third semester, then your mm, fourth semester will be in the July batch along with the January batch, correct? July batch, you are in the third semester, means by January you will be in the fourth semester. So by the end of May, you have to submit your report. Okay, so that is how it happens. And then you have the term and examination. Usually July batch term and examination happens by December, and January batch happens by June. And after the term and examinations are done, within a couple of months, you will get your results. Okay, so that is how usually things happen in IGNOU. Assignment submission sometimes gets extended, the dates can get extended. We have seen that in the past, but it is not something that is for sure is going to happen. You should not think like that. Okay, so you have to confirm your particular session, whether it is January or July, what is the last date or what is the important timeline, or when is your term and examination date sheet and things like that. You have to confirm it via IGNOU's official announcement. Also, make sure that whatever deadline is there for the assignments, check with your study center to see if there is any extension, or whether they will accept online uploading, or whether they need physical submission itself, whether you can post your assignments to them, or whether you have to go in person itself and submit. There are variations from study center to study center. So keep in touch with your study center to know what all things they accept and they do not accept, and accordingly you have to do it. Also, say if they have a postal facility, then which address they have to give, all these things. You just give them a call and they will be happy to help. Similarly, whichever is your regional center, go ahead and look at their website, because regional center wise also they might issue certain specific circulars and all. So check their website or notice board. It will always help you in making sure that you are up to date with all the notifications. Also, regarding your assignment question paper and all, to get the correct assignment question PDF, you have to go and visit the IGNOU assignment portal. Okay, so from there you will get the most recent assignment questions. And for the date sheet, you will find it also in the either it will be in your regional center website, or it will be there in the IGNOU's website. You can go ahead and keep checking whether they have released the date sheet or not. And as soon as they release the date sheet, you can back plan all your revisions. And as I said, though there is no IGNOU specified official deadline or anything for the synopsis or report, generally this is how we plan. By November, submit your by before your term and examination, submit your synopsis or your report, so that along with the result declaration, you will also get your project's results as well. Without pass or without successfully submitting an approval of your project report, you will not be awarded the degree. So that is why before term and examination begins, always submit your synopsis/report. Okay, so that is about the important timelines that you should be aware of as an IGNOU MBA student. And also, coming to the weightage. See, you must submit one graded assignment for each course that you have registered in. And that is going to be 30% of your final assessment. Without submitting these assessments or these assignments by the deadline, you will not be allowed to appear in the term and examination for that subject. So this is very, very, very important. They will not grade your term and examination paper without your assignments. Assignments are 30% of your total grade, and this is 70%. Term and examination is just for the remaining 70%. So this is the way the overall mark or your overall result is calculated. You need to have a pass in assignment as well as term and examination separately, and also together. When you combine these two marks also, you need to have a pass. Only then you will pass a particular paper. Now, coming to where you will get the study materials and how you can use those study materials. IGNOU's own study materials, the self-learning materials or the SLMs that you get via the eGAN course, that is what I prefer for studies always. That is the first priority. You go through them thoroughly before you rely on any other vendors' publications. There are a lot of vendors, small and large, who provide IGNOU study materials. So before you go ahead and purchase any of those, make sure you have your eGAN course materials. Either if you have selected, then sometimes I believe they will mail it to you, but that mail usually there are certain delays. Most people have said that the study materials, the time taken to receive the study materials is sometimes a bit more than acceptable. But don't let that worry you. eGAN course, the online materials are available. go ahead and start learning from there. Okay, so that is the first very important study material, or a very most important resource for you to study IGNOU MBA. Okay, apart from that, if you have the time and resource, you can also refer to the standard texts, like say Levin's Quantitative Methods for Business, or Kotler and Keller's marketing books and all. These are very good reads. Most students, no matter where they take MBA from, whether it is from IGNOU or any IIM, they are advised to read through such books. So you guys also can go ahead and read them, depending on how much time and effort that you are able to put in. Okay, so also, before you go for your term and examination, always make sure to get the previous question papers, term and examination question papers from IGNOU's website. It will help you understand the pattern and the type of questions that you can expect for your term and examination. Okay, so these previous year question papers are published by IGNOU. You can go to their student services portal and you can download it from their website. Okay, and yeah, assignments, obviously I've covered it earlier also. Try to solve them as early as possible and submit it. This will help you in revision as well. So often, we have seen that there is an overlap between the assignment questions and the term and examination questions. Okay, so that is always there. Please do keep in mind. And then, yeah, apart from this, there are a lot of online resources available to you in YouTube itself. Anu's Classroom is one such platform. Apart from that, also, a very simple search for any particular course, you will see a lot of people having their own YouTube channels. And also go ahead and look at them. I always recommend browse through as much as you can. Even I do that. If I am studying something, definitely I'm not a kind of person who will stick to just one particular YouTube channel. Of course, there will be some favorites which I go to all the time, but definitely if one channel or some person is not able to explain something properly, definitely I'll also be going ahead and looking at others. So there are a lot of them. Whenever you get time, 5 or 10 minutes, rather than scrolling through Instagram reels, take some time out and scroll through YouTube. Find out some of your favorite YouTube channels, bookmark them, or rather subscribe to them and keep, or save the few videos and keep, so that you can come back to them later and study. Okay, so also, if it is possible, whenever you visit your study center or regional center, try to find out contacts of other people who have joined along with you, or maybe uh, who are seniors to you in IGNOU MBA program, so that you can network with them and understand what they are doing, how they are doing their projects, or what materials they are using to what you can say they are using to study, all those kind of things. It is always very good to have or to be a part of a community. Okay, so, and if it is from your own study center, or from your own regional center, it becomes much more easier. Okay, so that is some of the recommended study materials and study tips that I want to tell you. Now, how to plan your IGNOU MBA journey? What is it? How do we do it? I know most of you, the reason why you might have taken this distance learning program itself might be because you don't have enough time after your job and your family responsibilities and things like that, but still you are pursuing your dream of a higher education, of a master's degree. So that itself is an effort that should be bowed down to. Hats off to you. Not many people have that caliber in them to go ahead and pursue it with all these, work pressure, family pressure, whatnot pressure, right? So, how can we make this journey a little easy on us? Okay, so say you were going for a college. You will be spending a good 6, 7 hours over there every day to study. But this time we have a different challenge. We might be toiling away 6 or maybe even 9 or 10 hours in the what you can say in our work, and then the rest of the time to our home and things like that. But my humble request is, at least take a half an hour or 45 minutes to 1 hour. That's it, not more than 1 hour. Every day you take out some time, 45 minutes or 1 hour, just one period. It's not that big of an amount. You take it out, go to your favorite YouTube channel, or take out your IGNOU MBA book and go through it. Keep a timer for 1 hour or 45 minutes, as much as you can. Keep a timer and concentrate over there. Make your own notes as you study or as you listen to lectures. Make your own notes and keep. Every day you do this. In weekends or during holidays, if you can, instead of say 1 hour, if you can put in 2 or 3 hours, then that is much more better. You put in that consistent amount of time every day, then by the time your date sheets are released, you will have with you an understanding of what is there in the course, and also you will have a what you can say, a note, a revision kind of a note, which you will be able to revise during your examination. Okay, don't keep it for the last minute. That is my humble request. The reason being, it will all feel like a blur to you. Okay. Also, make sure that you are submitting your assignments before the deadline strikes, because late submissions will not be accepted and you will not be allowed to appear for the term and examination. Even if you appear, they will not release your marks. So please, please, please make sure that you submit your assignments on time. Try to write your own assignment answers rather than, buying from somewhere and writing. I mean, I provide assignment solutions, but still I'm saying don't buy and write. You write your own, because that is what's going to help you. Okay, so yeah, so that is one thing. And also for numerical papers, practice problems as much as possible. And if you are not a math person, then don't freak out over the numerical questions. Leave it aside and focus on theory. If you know something or the other of maths, or if you're good at maths, then you focus on the numerical paper, sorry, the numerical questions. Otherwise, make theory your stronghold and focus more, even more on theory. Okay, and always stay updated with the current affairs, be it in India or in the global front. Make sure you're updated with the current affairs and look at all those news with from a marketing or from a managerial perspective, because examples are often asked. So it is always better to quote recent examples in your term and examination or in your assignments, rather than 5-10 year old examples. As much as possible, make it current and start thinking as a manager. You listen to any news, you listen to anything, even if when you look at a billboard or any kind of a news, or meme or whatever it is circulating. I would say, even when you go to your nearby shops and you buy something, look at that packaging, look at that product, think about it, or give a thought about whatever you're seeing from a managerial perspective, from a business perspective. Why did they do that? Why are they not doing other something else? What more could they have done, or what would you do if you were in their shoes? Things like that. Start thinking from a managerial perspective, and definitely you will be able to write well, you will be able to learn well, you will be able to complete your MBA as early as possible. Okay, so that is about MBA in construction management, and my advice on how you can go about learning MBA in construction management. I hope this was useful to you.